All right, hi everybody. Thank you for joining us today. So today we have a super special guest. It's Cindy Papale-Hammontree is joining us, and she is a three-time and I believe soon to be four-time author. She is a breast cancer advocate. She is a pink rock star ambassador for the Miami Women Who Rock. But she is also a breast cancer survivor. So we are super honored to have you here today, Cindy. Thank you so much.
Proactive. It's important to be proactive. And I know some people, I like self-breast examinations in the shower, but I had also microcalcifications and I didn't have any lumps. I had very dense breasts, that was 20 years ago. And speaking of dense breasts, as you know, Marilyn at Pink Luminous advocacy program, she has developed that lead light, which I'm going to let her talk all about that at the event, October 9th, and people can meet her. She will have a table at the entrance of where we'll be talking. Right. People can come and meet her. Right. She'll be giving out pamphlets. I mean, I can't tell you this amazing device that I wish I had, because it'll detect something, that there's an abnormality or something looks suspicious to flag it. Because, my microcalcifications, I couldn't see that. I couldn't feel it. Excuse me, I couldn't feel it. Yeah. So, again, back to being proactive, your mammograms and yours, feeling your breasts, and also underneath your arm, because lumps can go underneath the armpit. So some people tend to miss that area, or not realizing that, hey, I can get a lump there. Just getting to know your body. You have to become familiar with your body. Although I strongly recommend working with a nutritionist to actually get all that information, because they can guide you and help you. And she also runs labs on her patients. I mean, she just doesn't say, hi, how are you? Tell me about your life. I mean, she will make sure that you run certain labs, and she wants to see them to see what deficiencies you have or don't have. Diet is a lot important too, environmental. So there's a lot of other, other ways of getting breast cancer or being diagnosed, or what happened. People say, well, what happened? I have none in my family. I don't even carry the gene. Well, diet, nutrition, environmental, there's a lot of things, the pesticides and a lot of things that we have in the air.
What do you feel about the importance of women being their own advocates? It's throughout their journey. Because we can have a tendency, of course, it's like when there is an expert in this area and you are not the expert, it's easy to you just don't know. So you have no choice sometimes but to trust what the physician is telling you. But how do you advocate for yourself, and what advice would you give people to be able to do that?
Well, first of all, I respect all physicians. And I would basically, definitely, absolutely, positively get a second opinion. That is so important. Not that you don't like that doctor, you can always go back to him, but I would encourage women to go for that second opinion, especially when you're diagnosed with something even aggressive. You want to really check it out and call and check around and go to see another physician, get another opinion. Maybe there's another test that should be done to even further, like a lot of times PET scans are done. PET body scans are done, just to make sure that there's no metastasis to other organs in your body. But I do encourage women not to be afraid to go for that second opinion. My journey, I have connected with amazing people. One, Linda Burrows from Bosom Buddies at Baptist Hospital, which was founded in 1997. We also have Broca Strong, which is the women who are diagnosed with the genetic gene. That is the most difficult, because you have to make decisions. Yeah. You're young, what do you do if you have the genetic gene passed down from your mother? Right. What do you do? Well, Broca Strong is amazing. Broca Strong can be found on Instagram. It can be found on Facebook. She is amazing. Tracy Milgram-Posner, she's the founder. She had the genetic BRCA gene. In fact, they had a beautiful event yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't go. But I encourage people who are diagnosed with the BRCA gene or want to know more about it to go ahead and connect with Tracy at BRCA Strong, because that's another amazing organization. And then, of course, Bosom Buddies, they're all together. And my very close friend, Patricia San Pedro, is the founder to Link of Hope Sisters. And that is another amazing group. That's from people all over the world, the country. So it's on Facebook. And you can get people in England, people in Austria, and they all join this group and they have questions, and we don't, we don't provide medical advice, but some of them might say, hey, this is what I did. You might want to talk to your doctor about it and see if it's good for you.
It's so critical. And it really, truly is something that can be incredibly supportive and helpful, because I do actually have a great friend of mine who has a partner with ovarian cancer. And, she mentioned that it is through these support groups and forums that you find a lot more hope, because, ovarian cancer is different, but it can be quite aggressive and the stats are not necessarily in your favor. And so, it's great to be able to find people who understand what you're going through and who can also help you, direct based on their own experiences to say exactly what you just said, like, check this out, consult with your doctor on this. And that's another question I wanted to ask you,
they were asking me questions that, even personal questions. How did I feel not having any breasts? Did I feel feminine? Did it affect my relationship, even with my husband, with my friends, or anything? It's just, it's just coping with it. And went back to University of Miami, and then that jumped to podcasts, into TV, into radio. So I just love doing it and giving back to others.
I think recurrence can be something that's also very scary, right? So once you've gone through the journey, there's always this sort of cloud hanging over. And so how do you manage that? I mean, is it something just like, how do you not let that fear and worry overtake and overcome? Because it's a reality, right? It's oftentimes, depending on especially what type of cancer, some can be super aggressive and recurrence rates are high. So, how do you manage that?
So mindfulness and meditation, doing yoga, you have to clear your mind out. And it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy because, fear, again, we're back to that word fear. You have to, even talking to positive people. I always surround myself with the positive people. You don't want to talk to the negative people. Like, oh my God, you have a pain. You better go get it checked. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You don't want that kind of person in your life, really, even though, it scares me. I always say, let's not talk about it like that. Let's be on a positive note. And it's happening to me, and I'm telling them that, right? You have to. It's tough. It's tough, but you can do it. I mean, everybody can do it. Acupuncture, there's a lot of acupuncture. People do acupuncture. People go for massage therapy. People even go to counselors and they speak with a psychologist, maybe even if it's once a month, where they might start out once a week and then they gradually just do it once a month, just to have that connection, to talk with someone who actually is on a positive note, or actually might want you to think a different way. Like, hey, have you thought about this? Or have you tried this maybe? I mean, maybe this might work for you.